Hey guys, yeah, a little bit of surprise. I'm going to be doing a voiceover. This is the new Chapter 6 Season 1 of Fortnite. I am testing. Let's look at the settings while we're on Spawn Item. Spawn Island. Full screen, 1080p, unlimited frame rate. We're doing DirectX 12. This stuff doesn't matter too much, as well as this. I have a quality preset of low. Balance, super resolution, medium TSR, and you can see the rest of these are low settings here. So we're on the bus, I can hear it, and let's go ahead and bring up the full stats. We dip down to the 34s. Alright, let's get out and let's go ahead and analyze. This is one of my first rounds of the new season of Fortnite. I am going to reset these stats here. You can see we're getting way over a 200 FPS, more than enough to be competitive. I'll reset the stats now that it's a little bit more realistic. So, alright, cool. Got the stats 65. That's always going to change a little bit. So, we're doing zero build. They have a new movement in the game. Go ahead and grab this. I've not been to this part of the map, but there you go. You can see the stats. This Ryzen 7 5800X with this RX. Oops, somebody's behind me. Okay, not much of a fight, but you can see. Look how flat. This is what happens when you have low textures. Look how flat. That doesn't even look realistic. The flowers there. So ew, kind of ugly for the. Let me go ahead and reset these stats. We can drive a little bit. We can drive around just a little bit. I will be showing you guys medium settings as well as the high settings and the epic settings on the DirectX 12. Okay. There we go. Resetting the stats there. Again, I am not doing it full justice. This is my first time I reload into the game. Normally, when in Fortnite for FPS testing, you want to at least do 1 or 2 rounds, and then you can really take into consideration the numbers. Just realized I have this Adidas wrap on my car. But there you go. Averaging about 260 FPS on low settings. All right, let's go ahead. And let's get into safety here and reset our settings. Let's go ahead with a quality preset of medium. Apply that. You can see the rest of the medium settings. Alright. This will look much better. Let me reset the settings. And there we go. Let's drive back to the area where we had the flowers that look like just a piece of painting. Doesn't even look realistic. The flowers should be. You see now the flowers are more three-dimensional. You see that? You're able to notice that difference there. So that's GG's. That's good. That's good. Now if you're on a low-end system, you definitely want to have low settings. Okay, somebody's here. Ran over them. Let's see if we can ran over them again. There's a real player. Real player. Alright. Should be a real player. Alright, cool. So you see we got a little bit into the 16s, 80s of the FPS 1% and 0.0 or 0.1% FPS percentage. Okay. Seems like we're averaging over 200 FPS easily on medium settings using this hardware, the CPU and the GPU. So far, so good. We'll just play a little bit, but you can see we're gonna get easily over 200 FPS medium settings. Now comes where the graphics starts getting a little bit more demanding. I'll grab some of this loot over here. Arrange my weapons a little bit more like so. I'll reset the settings again and then set the settings right. So there you go, guys. Definitely looking at over 200 FPS average. The 1% and 0.01% lows are pretty respectable. Okay, storm is coming this way, so let's go ahead and try out the settings. For the high settings, quality preset of high, we apply that, and the FPS will start dipping. Obviously, it's just very normal. I'll reset the settings, and now we reset this. Now we're seeing the full settings over here. Let me see if I can get out of the storm. Alright, so seems like we're averaging about 190 FPS at the moment. There's some fights up ahead. Let's see if we can get some action. But I really like the CPU and GPU combo. For me, it's my main rig that I use. I like it a lot. It's a new part of the map that I've not seen. Kind of cool looking bridge of sorts. See if we can get ourselves into some fights. Probably need to find some shields. But there we go. High settings, 90 FPS in the 0.1% FPS, and 120 in the 1% FPS lows. Alright. I have not tested out this feature here. Not sure what it does for us. Seems like you're going to Halloween with that type of mask. This is Japanese themed Fortnite, new season, season 1 of Chapter 5. Let's grab this. Go ahead and restore some of our health, as well as shields with the slurps. But very playable even on high settings. Next settings that we're going to be looking at will be obviously the epic settings, so you can expect it to go quite down quite a bit. Again, this is DirectX 12. If you guys want me to do performance mode, I know a lot of us play Fortnite on performance mode, I'll be happy to do that. We got 5 seconds before we have to worry about the storm. And there you go. Actually, averaging around 200. Was it because I reset the stats? I was expecting a 190. But hey, it's really playable, guys. It's really playable. There we go. 190 is more realistic for this settings here. Not been to this city before. We'll see what this is all about. What does this do? Oh. I still haven't figured out what some of this new weapon stuff does. Somebody up in the air. Alright. So let me go into epic settings. Alright. I'm going to go right into epic settings right here. So here's some music in the background. Alright, let's go to epic settings. And that will conclude our testing for this Chapter 6 Season 1 of Fortnite. Let me reset the settings here and apply the updated recording settings of the FPS. And there you go. We are over 120 easily. So this is the expectation. The higher and the graphics are, the lower the FPS. It just makes sense. They correlate with one another. If you're asking your CPU, your GPU to work harder with higher graphic settings, then that's the expectation. You have to be realistic. Whoa, what did I do there? Maybe take this car, okay, and go back to where I was. I was not expecting that. As again, I'm still a noob here, not trying to learn this new season. Okay, let's see if we can come over here and just go into our safety zone. There we go. We got 45s, 0.1 FPS low, 1% low, 80. Gonna reset the settings, but it's to be expected, guys. Definitely to be expected when you're on high-end settings. Let's go ahead and go deeper into the map. Could probably use this guy right here. I played around earlier. There we go. Let's get a little bit of this. Alright. I still haven't figured out how to use this thing here. Let me pick this up here. We can definitely use him later. Alright. It's kind of cute that it has that backpack there. Using it as a backpack. Where is this guy? I see somebody over there. But there you go. Epic settings, you're looking at around 140 average FPS, which is very playable. Again, this CPU and GPU is not the most high end, but it's not the most low end either. So I really enjoy it. I've had it for about a year and a half now. I plan on easily using this over the next 5 years before I have to think about upgrading my gaming PC parts. But there you go, guys. There's somebody here. We can try to fight them. They're bad. They're a bot. They're definitely a bot. Alright. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you saw the different settings. We went from low to medium to high and now epic settings. And the game is very playable with this particular CPU and GPU combo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the video to a close. I have no doubt that this will sustain an average of FPS of anywhere between 130 to 142 like you see right now. Alright, so again, if you like these videos with the voiceovers, I can try to do them, explain my logic as to when I'm testing FPS benchmarks in Fortnite and other games on different hardware, new and used, or brand new hardware. So again, hopefully you guys are learning a thing or two about this. I'll see you guys on the next video. Very playable game, very nice experience. The graphics look amazing on epic settings. And just be realistic of your hardware and what your PC is able to do and not able to do, okay? Alright guys, I'll see you on the next video.